I would like to tell the citizens of West Palm Beach about a triad of destruction occurring now to this city. West Palm Beach had a 10-plus earthquake on the Richter scale, socially, economically, and politically, called Earthquake Frankel. It was a disaster. Now the first waves of the second great disaster are just reaching West Palm Beach's shores. It is called Tsunami Muyo. This disaster has already begun with small waves, although the major waves of destruction are on the way with catastrophic consequences for the city of West Palm Beach. If this commission continues to follow the reckless but preventable disasters that are devastating this city, the final and worst part of the disaster will be a nuclear meltdown socially, politically, and economically. Bankruptcy will occur if it's not already too late. The voters will realize this when the city makes its first bond default or cuts city services by more than half. If it's not true, open the financial records for transparency so the voters can see, not the intentional maze of confusion or microscopic writing. There will be no bailout for West Palm Beach. The citizens of West Palm Beach cannot even expect adequate police protection with an agency that does not have strong leadership and a crime wave out of control. Don't let the falsified numbers fool you. The leadership is more concerned with spending millions of dollars on an unproven radio system than it is protecting its citizens. This Diaz has an educational pedigree of PhDs, Ivy Leagues, and other great universities, but the common sense of this Diaz seems to be zero. You have violated the First Amendment at will and tried to put businesses before the voters. When it is time for re-election, the voters will remember. It seems as though the public comment time is an astrophysics equation, or maybe even string theory that even Stephen Hawking can't decipher. Common sense would dictate a time certain for the public to speak, maybe 7, so working people could participate. Mayor Muyo can only be one or two reasons or things: you don't want the public to speak, or there is not a lick of common sense in this Diaz. Claudia McKenna was addressing me at the last commission meeting, May 16th, violating Robert's Rules of Order, the city charter, and the United States Constitution at the same time. When I challenged her, she lied to all present and TV 18 viewers by saying that she was instructing the mayor and commission when clearly she was addressing me. Why is Ed Mitchell's salary more than all of the commissioners and almost as much as the mayors included with them? More than Vice President Joseph Biden, more than $2 million under Lois Frankel's terms. That is Bell, California-style politics and thievery from the taxpayers. If I was the city administrator Ed Mitchell, I'd drink out of the Big Daddy cup he frequently has on this Diaz as well. Wake up, voters. It's time for some changes before we are sorrier than we are now. African Americans are being treated very differently than our counterparts in this city. The only person I've seen to have concern and to be truthful of late is Commissioner Robinson. No one else seems to care or is doing anything for African Americans in this community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCray.